This is the place. Now wait right here. You'll know who you're dealing with once she gets here.
Enjoying the materials our outpost has to offer? Even though they're all highly classified, it makes no difference for people like us who exist in hyperspace. They may as well be public knowledge, so I won't bother you about them. But back to more serious matters. You caught my attention. Now let me take a closer look at you.
And you are?
That's right. I haven't properly introduced myself. My name is Antoria, and I'm the commander of the Joint Defense Force's 2nd Legion, as well as the commander of the Temporal Anomaly Response Force. The Federation has ordered us to carry out a military operation codenamed Reshaping Reality within this area of hyperspace. Now it's your turn to introduce yourself. Who are you? Where did you come from? And where are you going?
I'm a researcher from District 4 of Hycros. I came from Kylo, and I guess I'm trying to go back to Kylo?
District 4, huh? You guys are supposedly on the front lines of Omnium tech. So, did you cook up this little breakthrough yourself?
That's right. My mentor, Professor Kenny, is the head of our Space Rift research team. He discovered this technique by accident during one of our experiments.
What a surprise! Even after the Omnium Experimentation Prohibition Act was passed, humanity is still making important strides in the field of Omnium research. While I'm delighted to know we can now enter and exit hyperspace freely, I have to ask, why are you the only one here right now? Where are the rest of your colleagues, including this Professor Kenny?
The tech's still in its early stages, which means we can only send one person through at a time. We're not sure what's causing it yet, but don't worry. When I return, we'll figure it out for sure. Which reminds me, I believe that girl from before can help me with my research. Is there any way I can meet her before I leave?
You want to see her?
Yes, she's actually a close friend of mine.
Great! This is exactly what I needed. I've been looking for a way to send her to the surface layer. With your help, I'm sure we'll figure out how to transport multiple people between the 2 layers in no time.
Whoa. Back up a second. How in the world do you know about the surface and foundational layers? And what's this about transporting multiple people between them? You're not from the foundational layer, are you? You're from the real world just like me. I've been looking for you forever, but I never thought you'd be hiding out here.
Finally, some truth comes out. You really did come from outside the network. Now, let's go back to my other questions. Who are you and where are you heading? Trust me, you don't want to be on my bad side. Think very carefully before you answer. What? But I thought we were after the same thing, Nem. Tell me, who is this person and why are you so protective of him? I don't think I'm wasting my time at all. If you're so insistent on protecting him, then there's a good chance he's the person I'm looking for. I see. So you're an authorizer. It's pretty rare for someone to establish a cybernetic link. Who sent you? And why? All right, I admit I misjudged you. Let's start over. I'll go first. My name really is Antoria, and I really am the commander of the 2nd Legion, as well as the Temporal Anomaly Response Force. My duty is to exterminate the Voidpiercers that appear in this area and prevent any further temporal anomalies. I've already teamed up with our mutual friend here 71 times. You can check my combat records if you don't believe me.
Wait, 71 joint operations? Don't tell me. Have you been stuck here all this time?
Yes. It's been so long that I've nearly forgotten. The truth is, I only need to know a few simple things about you, Authorizer. Like your name, your affiliation, your objective, and the current year.
My name is... I was chosen by Hykros to serve as the network's authorizer. My reason for being here is to eliminate the viruses attacking the network, restore its systems to their normal functions, and find a way to awaken my friend Shirley. As for the year, it's 2713. But why do you need to know that?
Hykros. So they're the ones who sent you to restore the network. What happens after that? What will they do with the network once it's been fixed?
Humanity can only continue researching Omnium technology once the network has been fully restored. After the Cataclysm, Ida was left in shambles and its people. At the very least, the Omnium advocates believe Omnium is the key to saving our world.
The Omnium advocates? You mean those who think Omnium is the key to humanity's future? So, does that mean you need its power to save Shirley? And those who used Omnium to modify themselves? What did they call themselves again?
You mean the heirs of Ida? My business with them is an entirely different story.
Fine, I'll back off. If you're so trusting of him, then I suppose I can also trust him for the time being. The question is, are you willing to do the same?
You'll have to do better than that. Convince me.
Take a closer look at the records I just gave you. It won't take long for you to realize that there's no defeating the Voidpiercers. At least not for good. But with your ability to freely travel between layers, my plan to wipe out the Voidpiercers for good might just work. It all comes down to whether you're in or not.
Okay, let's hear your plan then.
I'm not about to lay all my cards on the table. If you really want to know more, take this back to the surface layer and give it to Kieran, the head of the Federation. Tell her it's time to restart the gate to hyperspace. If I told you everything now, it'd only confuse you. Kieran will explain when you meet him. Until then, just do as I say and nothing bad will happen to you.
Even if you're being honest, how am I supposed to get Kieran to trust me? I've heard he's a shrewd and powerful figure.
That's why I'm giving you this badge. All you have to do is show it to him and he'll support you with whatever resources he can muster.
And what's in it for you?
My mission, of course. Once the Voidpiercers are gone for good, my soldiers and I can finally leave this place. But without your help, our forces are doomed to fight this endless battle until every last one of us falls.
Fine. I'll trust you. For now.
We're counting on you, Authorizer. If someone out there is trying to interfere with your mission, then let me offer you a piece of friendly advice. Trust no one. Especially anyone from outside the network.
Brilliant. Just brilliant. Excellent work, everyone. Once this is over, I'll be sure to settle the remaining 500,000 Norn for your outstanding performance. Now
Now it's time for you to meet your maker.
I'll whack him good! Then you can flatten him with your bite, boss.
do what you will to me, but have you forgotten about Aglia?
So, you fooled your teammates into thinking Wednesday kidnapped you, right? Perfect. That means we can use you as a bargaining chip to trade for Grey Fox once we find your father.
Fine by me, but my father doesn't take threats lightly. Even if you do manage to pull it off, the Todd family and the entire Federation will be after you. Think that's a good idea?
If it comes to that, we'll just escape to...
Go ahead. Take your time daydreaming about where you could run. Whether it's Mara, another planet, or an entirely different universe altogether, it won't make any difference. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must call my father.
Greetings, sir. Your father is reading through your message as we speak. One moment, please.
Message? You aren't planning to go straight to Kieran with this, are you?
Of course I am. I paid triple the price to modify this hidden chamber just in time for the plan. Given your excellent performance, it looks like my money was well spent after all.
Consider yourself fortunate, Asurada. With the recent spike in aberrant activity, the contents of this recording are exactly what Kieran needs right now. But before dealing with someone like him, you must take every possible precaution imaginable. I raised you to be my heir, so I understand your chances of success better than anyone. But what's your plan for afterward?
What's the matter? Worried that Kieran will change her mind? Because I hardly think the Secretary General is that type of person. Or do you find it amusing that I'm betting on the morality of a person in power at a crucial moment like this?
I've arranged for a helicopter. Once Kieran agrees to your plan, I'll have my people escort Aglaia straight to Kylo. Recent changes there will put Aglaia out of her reach. We've poured a lot of resources into that area, and they've promised their top specialists will look after her. Aglaia won't be completely safe until peace is fully restored, but this will suffice for now.
Understood. Then is it safe to assume Aglia is still somewhere in Astra? Even after putting her under house arrest, I doubt you would force your beloved daughter to travel all the way to Odorich just for your sake. I'm already in Asperia, so I can arrange for our own transportation and security. Just give me the address, and I'll send my people there right away.
Very well, but just so we're clear, you know what to do with Wednesday if Kieran refuses to pardon them, yes?
Of course, if it comes to that, I'll get it done quickly and quietly. They won't even know what hit them. I assure you, no one will come to any harm now that I have this footage. However, I still need you to come with me to the Tower of Fantasy and meet with Kieran.
If it means saving Grey Fox and getting the Federation off our backs, I'll do whatever it takes. But I'm the only one who needs to be there, Asurada. If Kieran asks for Anka and Nola to show up, I need you to help me to convince him otherwise.
I agree. This visit to the Tower of Fantasy is dangerous enough without them. Besides, I've always meant it when I said I have no intention of harming my sister's friends. Miss Nola? Miss Anka? This is the address my father provided. The helicopter is standing by. You can head out to find Aglia now. After you get her, fly straight to Kylo. My father's associates will ensure her safety, and the rest of you will be far better off in Kylo as well.
And if Kieran refuses to make a deal? Your father made it clear that Grey Fox stays locked up unless you succeed. And what about us?
If we fail, you'll have no choice but to infiltrate a heavily fortified villa and rescue my sister from isolation and potentially life-threatening danger. But that shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you, right?
Do you even have to ask? We're professionals. Although, you did say your family and the entire Federation would come after us if it came to that, didn't you?
If it comes to that, I'll have no choice but to take on Kieran myself. But rest assured, minor thieves like you will be the least of her concerns.
But according to Meryl, The Todd family is known for maximizing their gains while never getting their hands dirty. Cutting ties with them doesn't seem like something you'd do.
Miss Merrill seems quite familiar with my father's style, but I assure you that he and I aren't entirely the same. In fact, it's somewhat condescending of you to compare me to him so callously.